something like this, you end up with a beach buggy, and that's brilliant.
We love beach buggies. However, Mr. Willman disagrees. He says that if they'd been any good, they would have caught on. And he points out that they didn't.
So he hatched a plan. And it's this. He said all three of us must buy a Volkswagen Beetle, turn it into a beach buggy, and then report with it to a wild, rugged and extremely remote place here on the coast of Namibia.
What I've built. It's as close as you can possibly get to the original 1964 beach buggy built by Bruce Myers. Underneath, it is a 1950s Beetle. Beetle floor pan, Beetle suspension, Beetle engine, Beetle gearbox. It's got Beetle lights on it. I've even got a Beetle speedometer and Beetle hubcaps. It's brilliant. This is a beach buggy very like the one that Steve McQueen drove in the original Thomas Crown affair. And if it's good enough for... Oh, God. I've been joined by the 1970s.
Yes. James May has built what a beach buggy was. What I've built is what a beach buggy can be. If you have a bit of imagination and some purple metal flake paint. There, I believe, is the start point of our adventure. What an extraordinary place.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, more seals.
What David Attenborough never told us about those is how bad they smell. Sadly, before our nature documentary could go any further, Richard Hammond emerged from the mist. Oh, hello. That's not a beach buggy, is it?
Well, I wouldn't call that. Oh, jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Tari.
Behold!
What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
Well, I'm in Africa.
These trousers, did they say in the shop, I'm afraid they are yellow, sir.
When he left, they went, yes, 20 years we've had those on the hanger.
And then we must move over to this.
Yeah.
We were told to build beach buggies.
Yes.
Beach buggies.
It's not a beach buggy.
It isn't, Hammond.
It is a beach buggy.
It isn't a beach buggy. It's got a roof.
It is.
There's no Beetle in here at all.
Yes, there is. Beetle engine in there.
Hammond, OK, this space frame chassis...
Yeah.
Is that from a Beetle?
No.
These enormous suspension components
yes.
that don't even fit under the bodywork.
Well, you've got two lots of suspension at the back. Why
Twin shocks. Well,
Twin shocks?
You know, I like an off-road sort of vibe.
To get here, we had to drive on a beach.
Yeah.
Ours have made it.
I didn't need two lots of rear suspension on mine.
Neither did I.
Look, we were told to come to Africa.
Yes.
If we'd been told to go to Santa Monica Beach, then this, with its incredibly vivid paint, that's the most metal flake I've ever seen
Any beach in the world.
Hang on. What's that?
That's the engine.
What engine is it?
V8. I'll put a V8 in a beach buggy.
Well, no, you haven't. You've parked your beach buggy quite close. It's not in it.
It isn't in it.
No.
You've reversed into a V8, but not quite hard enough. It's only gone in a third of the way.
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to fit a V8 to a beach buggy?
Well, it doesn't
It's obviously impossible.
Evidently, it's impossible.
This is no ordinary V8. Started out in life as a 3.5-litre V8 from a Range Rover, but I've modified it. So it produces 180 horsepower.
Can I just say, you were doubting the credibility of mine as a beach buggy.
Yeah.
The defining characteristic of a beach buggy is its air-cooled Flat-4 Beetle engine.
No, that's not an engine, James. That's just a fan. How many horsepower does yours have?
94.
So I have twice as many horsepower. Shall I tell you something?
They're not in the car, though.
No,
They
not.
are, they're near it.
Yes.
It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, that
Yes,
is
it is
Nothing about that is interesting.
Well, this is a blank canvas onto which you can paint your personality.
Yes.
Yours has got a prolapse V8 hanging out of its backside and terrible paint. Mine is a rather magnificent Daktari-themed off-roader. That's got nothing on it. You can express
It's a bit
all
boring,
of your personality in your standard.
It's not... What do you mean standard?
Well,
it's
it's
a beach
standard.
buggy.
You
It's
just-
tasteful.
What? Oh.
The bat sat phone. We've had a message from Mr. Willman.
Right, go on.
Since you're in beach buggies, well, us two are. Since you're in beach buggies, you will now drive to the beach. You think he's taken leave of his senses?
Well, he was never that good at geography, was he?
No, he wasn't. You'll now drive to the beach. Hold on. Oh, no, there's more. The beach to which you will drive is located on the crocodile-infested Queen River at the northernmost point of Namibia, where it meets Angola. It's 1,000 miles away.
1,000 miles.
1,000.